Welcome to this Explainer, Future Champions. Today, we're laying out the absolute ultimate blueprint for conquering the Philip C. Jessup International Law Moot Court Competition. Whether you're a seasoned law student or you're stepping into the arena for the very first time, consider this Explainer your definitive 2026 roadmap. I'm going to be your coach today, and we're going to walk through the rigorous preparation, the specific skills, and the winning team dynamics you're going to need to succeed at the absolute highest levels of global legal advocacy. So, let's get started.
Okay, let's dive into this. The Jessup? It isn't just another mock trial. You're stepping right into the majesty and the extreme rigor of the world's largest international law moot court. We're talking about a highly realistic simulation of proceedings before the International Court of Justice. The stakes are huge, the competition is notoriously fierce, and the level of legal rigor required from you is absolutely unparalleled. This is literally where the best legal minds of your generation come to test their mettle.
So here is our roadmap for today. First, we'll do a quick welcome to the Jessup. Second, we'll map out your pathway to Washington. Third, we'll go over your exact 2026 preparation timeline. Fourth, we'll dive into mastering core legal skills. And finally, number 5, winning as a team.
Section 1. Welcome to the Jessup. Demystifying the competition and ALPA.
Before we get into the heavy strategy, we really need to talk about foundation. ALPA is an organization entirely dedicated to supporting Afghan law students all over the world. And they do this by providing crucial legal education, facilitating high-level networking, and driving professional development. By participating in this program, you aren't just competing for a trophy. You're actually tapping into a massive global network that's designed to elevate your legal career far beyond the courtroom.
Let's make sure we're all on the exact same page regarding the specific arena you're going to be operating in, which is public international law. You need to become intimately familiar with ICJ procedures, a huge array of international treaties, and all the tricky little nuances of customary international law, right? This isn't your local domestic law. This is the complex global framework that dictates how entire nations interact with each other.
Grab a pen and really internalize this. Participants who understand expectations from day one perform better throughout the season. Honestly, grasping this roadmap early, understanding exactly what's required of you today, next month, and 6 months from now is the master key to unlocking your success. So don't just sit back and watch this explainer. Study it. Take notes.
Section 2.
The pathway to Washington. Visualizing your journey. Let's move to and see how this builds into your overarching game plan. You see, really successful teams practice backward planning. Look at step 4 on the right, the international rounds in Washington, D.C. To get there, you've got to trace backward. You must survive the national rounds. To survive those, you need incredible memorial writing. And to write those memorials, the whole shebang starts with step 1, the compromise release. Now look, while Washington, D.C. is the ultimate dream for everyone, here is a piece of elite coaching advice for you. Focus on winning each stage rather than looking way too far ahead. Building your confidence through an incredibly strong performance at the national rounds, that's the actual, practical reality of how you reach the international stage. Don't let the shiny final destination distract you from the immediate hurdle sitting right in front of you.
Section 3. Your 2026 preparation timeline. Breaking down the year.
Consider this timeline your absolute Bible for the season. Month 1 is entirely dedicated to the research phase. Month 2, we shift gears to memorial drafting. By month 3, you are on your feet for oral advocacy prep. And month 4, that's all about intense practice rounds. To survive this schedule without losing your mind, or, all of your sleep, you must set weekly goals. Top teams literally never cram. They pace themselves.
Section 4. Mastering core legal skills, your competitive toolkit.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is that your foundation starts with the compromise, the official facts of the case. You've got to read it multiple times until you know it backward and forward. From there, systematically organize your research. The best teams out there build and maintain a shared database for all their ICJ cases, treaties, and scholarly writings. Seriously, being organized at this stage is half the battle won.
When it comes to your memorials, quality completely 100% overpowers quantity. Do not obsess over hitting some massive word count. Judges read thousands of pages, and trust me, they will thank you for brevity. They're looking for a crystal clear structure, an unshakable logical flow, and absolutely flawless citations. A concise, perfectly structured argument is always going to defeat a rambling, overly long one every single time.
If there's a golden rule of drafting, guys, this is it. Write early and revise often. Getting your first draft onto the page is literally just the beginning. The brutal, honest editing process, that is your secret weapon. That's exactly where the real legal arguments are sharpened and refined. Top-tier memorials are prioritized by their rigorous editing cycles, so do yourself a favor and give yourself the time to rewrite.
Okay, once the written work is submitted, the real thrill of oral advocacy begins. And let me tell you, the standards here are exceptionally high. You need to practice speaking entirely without notes so you can maintain dead-on eye contact with the judges. You must conduct rigorous, high-pressure mock hearings, and above all, you have to treat every single practice round exactly like the real competition. Bring the energy, bring the professionalism, and train like a champion.
Section 5. Winning as a team, the engine of success.
And this brilliantly illustrates how your success relies on a solid pyramid of support. Down at the base, you have the participants, that's you, responsible for the heavy lifting of research and professionalism. Right above you are the coaches, providing that vital mentorship and feedback. And overseeing the whole operation is the administrative team, coordinating all the messy logistics. You've got to respect this chain of oversight because it exists solely to ensure you can focus entirely on your legal arguments.
Now, this might sound like a really mundane detail, but it's actually a crucial rule. Use exactly one primary communication platform for team consistency. When you're managing hundreds of documents and complex legal theories, a bunch of scattered emails and random group chats will cause absolute disastrous misalignments. Just centralize your communication, respond promptly, and keep it professional.
So, the crucial point is this simple equation for success. Teams function best when responsibilities are clearly defined. Reliable team members communicate proactively about their progress and any roadblocks they hit, and in turn, effective coaches deliver timely, constructive feedback. When everyone knows their exact role, the team becomes an unstoppable force.
And if you pull this all together, if you master the research, write brilliantly, speak flawlessly, and function as a totally unified team, this right here is the ultimate payoff. Earning the right to represent your country, your team, and your own hard work at the international rounds in Washington, D.C. It's a grueling roadmap, no doubt about it, but the destination, standing right there among the greatest young legal minds in the entire world, it is worth every single late night of preparation.
Which leaves us with just one final question to think about. When you step up to that podium in Washington, D.C., are you going to be ready, or will you wish you had started today? Are you ready to master the compromise, trust your team, and take your very first step toward Washington? The 2026 season begins right now. Rely on this roadmap, utilize all of ALPA's amazing resources, and start building your legacy. Good luck, and get to work.